Welcome to Cozy Up, clue number 3 for our mystery knit along.
Yes. What is it called?
Throwing it back.
Throwing it back. What is it called?
Throwing it back. So if you're just stumbling across this video, we are hosting our 5th annual Cozy Up Knits mystery shawl knit along.
Yes.
And we are in clue 3. You still have time.
Yep. You do.
I would say you have time to get the pattern, cast it on, get crack-a-lackin'.
Yep.
It's a very doable amount of knitting in 5 to 6 weeks.
And we also give 1 extra week after it's completed.
Yeah.
For
prizes.
Yeah, for a second round of prizes.
Exactly.
So you still you have 6 weeks.
I know a few ladies who just started it and they're cruising. So I would totally recommend getting it.
Yeah, for sure.
Jump in. Have some fun with us. But anyway, so this week we are going to talk about
Clue
3, which is section 5. Yeah. It is called Arrows.
Yeah.
And we do not have a tutorial video for it, again, just like last week, because it's your basic stitches, your yarn overs, and such and such.
Such and such.
Stuff you've done in the first clue.
Yeah. And at the end of this video, like when we actually hold up our shawls, I'll show you a little bit more of like what we're talking about as we're talking things through here. So
yeah, we don't want to spoil it yet because we do that at the end.
Yeah.
But this week we're sort of throwing it back to what?
One of our very first designs we ever did.
Yeah.
Like, as we started with it, like we talked about last week, we were doing our knit classes and da-da-da-da-da. And so I ended up designing a cowl that kind of put everybody through 5 different stitch patterns.
Yes,
so we called it our Stitch Bliss cowl.
Stitch Bliss, which is right here. And so we want, because, like I said, we were teaching classes and, you know, once you know the knit purl, we needed to do yarn overs. We needed to,
something with a little bit
cables,
of everything.
Just little bits of everything. And it was, our ladies loved it. Yeah. They loved it. So,
and we did a short version and a long version.
Yeah.
So this is the short version.
Yeah, and this is the long. And so, we just wanted to sort of like, this section is sort of reminisce of
just kind of we've got
this sort of this area.
Lots of knit purl textures. We've got some mesh sections.
We love a good yarn over knit 2 together or a yarn over SSK.
Yeah.
Here at Cozy Up. So yes, there will be a little extra treat in your pattern this week. You can see what that is.
Yep.
When you get it.
Yep.
And
which you should already have it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So there we go.
Because we're pre-recording.
Right.
So smart. So anyway, take a look at the very end if you want a spoiler. If not, I'd say you are just fine to go ahead and get started. You don't need any special tips this week.
Well, I'll talk through a few things. And this goes from like basically from clue 1 up until now as well, is if you're unsure, count your rows. Our stitch count has not changed yet. So you should always be at your 90 or your 100 and whatever this fingering weight version is. Is it 90? Whatever we said in the pattern, that's where you should be at.
Whatever you started out as.
So if you make it through your right side row, that's where you want to count and make sure that you're still on track for that. So,
and this one you'll be watching your yarn overs as they move.
Yeah.
Where you're gonna, to know if you're on or off.
On or off, which I'll talk about when we say spoiler. Don't look, because I'm gonna show you on the shawl.
Yeah, exactly. But if you don't want to see it, just get started. Yeah, go nuts.
It's a pretty simple repeat. It's nothing like clue 1. Clue 1 was definitely more challenging than this one, and so this one, like I said, is just you want to just watch where your yarn overs are falling to make sure that you're in the correct pattern. Yeah. But it is more of a basic repeat.
That's right. Yeah, it is. The repeat's actually the same.
Essentially, it's the exact same repeat.
For the knit togethers, and then when you get to the SSK.
I'm just jagging the yarn overs.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really fun. It's a great section.
Yeah.
It's not super difficult, but it's engaging enough. Yeah. You kind of got to keep track and whatever.
And just to note, watch where we say repeat rows 3 through 20, not 1 through 20. Yeah. So you've got your setup, rows 1 through 20, and then repeating rows 3 through 20.
However many times, according to your weight.
After you do the first, setup row and your first repeat, and then you go to repeat 3 through 20, you might go, oh, that doesn't seem right. It's right.
It's right.
Because Jamie did that. She's like, oh, Sarah must have meant this.
I did my own
pattern. And I was like, no.
It's not the end of the world if you repeat 1 to 20, but it doesn't, you'll see.
Yeah.
Just do 3 to 20 like we said.
And another thing is fingering weight, people. this is where you will either come very close to running out of yarn or running out of yarn, depending on
your first skein.
Of your first skein.
It's
so
good.
Just,
it's good. It's normal.
Just
it's
so you know that is where you are in the pattern, depending on your yardage.
Yeah.
So what I did is I didn't quite run out in this. So I left my little tiny ball. It was very small to the side and started my whole new skein after this clue.
Okay. But if you're running out through this clue, that's normal.
Yeah.
And just like a little tip would be to start your new yarn at the beginning of a row.
Yeah.
It makes it easier to hide.
Right side or wrong side, doesn't matter,
doesn't
but
matter.
it's just easier to weave your ends in if you're closer to an edge.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're hiding it like in the lace.
In the lace, and it's hard to weave in lace. So I think that's it.
I think that's it. Hooray! You guys have made it this far. I love the works in progress that are happening.
Yeah.
So you can find it in Ravelry. Remember, we've got our threads going on there, spoiler, non-spoiler, and then we have our hashtag on Instagram. So get those in there, get those posted, and
because we'll be pulling winners from all the chats, all the hashtags, all the things.
We've got some great prizes.
Yeah, we do. We're just stocking up.
We are stocking up. You'll see if you watch the podcast this week, we got lots of goodies came in the mail this week. So, anywho, that is it. So now you're going to go away if you do not want to see, because we are going to
your spoiler.
Spoiler.
Yeah. Can't see yours first.
Do we pause it?
No, I don't. No, it's easier. Like
okay.
this.
Okay.
Just let me do what I do.
Okay, Sarah's the editor.
I know
what
nothing.
I know nothing. Okay. So
Let's
here's I'm not done. I'm a few rows away from finishing.
Close.
I'm excited to see it.
Katie gets a little spoiler on her own here because she's just about to start this clue.
Yep, she is. So just remember that I'm knitting the DK. This is the DK version, but I'm also knitting it on like Aran weight. I don't even know.
Yeah, so it's a lot bigger. You'll see our
it's
proper
bigger than
versions.
what yours will be.
You'll see our proper version.
This is like this is our fourth one, I think, right?
Yeah.
So here it is.
Oh, it's looking so good.
So this is clue 3. You are going to have one more. These are what we call arrows.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is where you want to watch, just making sure that your yarn overs going blip, blip, blip. They're angling to the one way and then they're angling back again.
So these 3, like it's like when I was knitting, I was oh yeah, okay, you can feel where your yarn overs are going. This row where your first one is janked over with an SSK feels wrong, but it's not.
So your first SSK,
unless it is.
I'll call it your first. It's totally wrong, Jamie. No, it's not.
Your first.
Your first SSK row yarn over comes out past your knit 2 together rows.
Row 11.
Yarn over.
Row 11.
So it comes out more and then works itself back up.
So 3 up, 3 back, 6 holes in total.
Yeah.
And
and again, just keep counting your rows. Make sure every right side row is.
Yeah, you're on your stitches.
Yeah.
And like this last
Katie
row
doesn't
here.
look impressed.
No,
I'm joking.
She's watching.
No,
She's
I'm like,
loving it.
you saved me a phone call. I probably would have called you tonight. This doesn't look right, like by that row.
Exactly.
I get the live.
It's right. So for the DK, you're going to have 3 arrow sections. For the fingering, you're going to have 4 arrow sections.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, and just follow along. You're only doing your CC on that there and back, which is row 19 and 20. Well, aside for the first one. This is row 19, 20, row 19, 20. Okay?
Okay.
That's what that is. So I just have one more section and then I'm ending with my C2. So for both versions, you will start the section with C2 and end the section with C2.
Yeah.
And then break your yarn.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
So here it is in the full.
So I think this is my favorite one. Like, I love the colors, Jamie.
It's been really fun. This is just a wool if you're looking and wondering. It's just a wool that I found in my stash. Yeah. Well, we got it from a garage sale.
Yeah, this one was kind of a stash bust to re-go through the pattern or to have a pattern go or a shawl going if we had to do any like video tutorials. It's nice to have the same one consistently, and just we were going to use Katie's, but then she would have to get ahead.
Yeah,
and
it wasn't going to
work, and so Jamie just stash busted.
Totally loving it, and I cannot wait. I know it's warm right now. It got warm again, but when this is going to be done, I bet you we'll have another cold snap.
Oh,
and I'm going to be woolly.
We're supposed to have another cold snaps coming up here, so.
Okay, so Sarah's going to show her OG.
One.
This is fingering weight.
This is fingering weight. So there's.
Is it correct?
What do you mean?
Because we did some
changes.
there's 4. Oh yeah, okay.
Not in this section.
Mind. Okay.
So there's clue 1, and then this one in clue 2. This is where there is changes from my version to what.
So don't judge this.
From this to, and then I'll show you a little peek-see.
There's clue 3.
There's clue 3. I can't pull it up too far.
Go all the way. Where's the last green? There it is. So C2.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. So 4 arrow sections on fingering.
Yeah.
3 arrow sections on DK. So here's my DK
yours.
one. Let's just get it.
It's like trying to get this all organized.
Just show
Oh, that's
all
the back. Here's the back of my shell.
Ooh, you guys want to see the back
That's
side?
pretty nice.
Wrong side.
Okay, so that was this past week, clue 2 to clue 3.
Oh yeah, that's looking good.
And this is where I made the mistake.
Yeah, see, she's got double yarn over
Do
holes
as
there.
we say, not as we do.
Hey Jamie, do as I say, not
I
as
know.
you do.
Do as I say. Here it is. So I've got, which isn't the end of the world.
It's not. It's not the end of the
It
world.
doesn't look bad at
No,
all.
it doesn't look bad. That's
But
why
I
didn't rip
see
it out.
what the...
So there we go.
Yeah. And
So
then
there's
here is
that.
my single ply in my.
Oh, I love
nice.
this one.
Too.
There's that. Yeah, this is looking good. And then that section.
Hey everyone, come and see how good I look.
Come and see how good this
Name that movie.
looks. And then there's that section. I really was happy with that one.
I know what it is, but I can't think of it.
What's Will Ferrell?
Oh, yeah.
Anchorman.
Also, he just
Anchorman.
I'm rewatching The Office, and he's now what was the end of season?
Oh, yeah,
7,
yeah.
where
Right,
Michael
he
Scott leaves. He's in
becomes-
like 4 or 5 episodes.
Is
Yeah.
he like the
Well,
manager?
no. He doesn't end up. He does. He is for like
for like
4
5
episodes.
minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then anyway,
Yeah.
D'Angelo. Okay, we just ordered the Office trivia
man.
game,
Yes.
so we'll be playing that when
Yeah.
it gets in.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed. Okay, that is it. That is it.
That's
is
it,
all.
that's all.
You guys have a great week, and we'll see you next week for Clue 4.
Yay. Have
Happy
fun. Happy
knitting.
knitting.